Hello sports fans, Shadow Hunter here, and we're back for episode 5 of our open TTD realistic playthrough. We have got some planes going, we are having issues with those. We've got the rail network pretty well at the point where we can hit the silver achievement, I think. This episode, I think we're going to look at, I forgot to when we set this oil thing up, that this is going to produce goods. So we're going to get a goods run set up off of here, and I think what we're going to try and do with this goods run is actually build a road transport down to potentially Corrigan Bay and maybe out to Black Point. I don't know. We really need to get our road vehicle income up, and we also obviously need to get some ship income. So we've got ships loading oil at the moment. Problem being is that doesn't apparently count towards our revenue. So even though this ship made 2.5 and this ship made 10, according to our, not that one, according to our operating graph here, our ships are not generating any income because they're transferring, not delivering. But there's no way to get oil from here all the way over to here. That would be just way too long for a ship route. But we are going to get Malongolo Valley connected to Garathan Park and as well, which we just love. And we'll get Mount Lambie, and then we're going to try and run some ships between these. But obviously to do that, per the rules of the game, we need some sort of road or rail connection between these towns. So what we're going to look to do is we need to come across here. So we're going to build out from here, and then we'll get a bridge. Come one more, there we go. Then we'll get a bridge from here to the other side. Let's get a nice suspension bridge. We'll give it something some real good characteristics there. Now they shouldn't be angry at us. We didn't destroy any trees. I'm going to clean this intersection up as well and just remove this piece here just because it looks a bit tacky. Right. And actually, as I think about it, that is probably the perfect spot to pop our vehicle depot. Alright, so what we're going to do first, before we get some boats running, is we're going to pop a bus station in Malongolo here. And then we've got bus stations. Yes, we've got bus stations here already. And then what we're going to do is we're going to create our first... Oh, we got the new Hereford Leopard bus available. So we're going to create our first intercity bus route. So let's just get our transparency options up. And let's go away with that. Alright, so we are going to have... So just to think about this logically, in terms of, we want it to be able to drive down here in a way that makes sense. So what we might do is it can maybe potentially, yes, so we're going to go to Garathan Park Central. Then from there, we will go to Garathan Park East. Then we're going to come down and go to Malongolo Valley and then come back up here. So it'll do a nice loop. It'd be good if we could join that, but we, as you know, we don't have imminent domain. We cannot destroy buildings, so that is as good as it gets. Right, so this is a passenger service between Garathan, let's just call it Gar, to Malong. Is it now Mong or Malong? Malongolo. Right. So passenger service. Thank you, Garmong. Alright, so let's get a couple of buses on that one, and what we will do is we'll get another bus. Hereford Leopard bus, thank you. We need to upgrade our other buses actually, now that I think about it. Alright, so we'll get another bus here as well, and we'll do it in the reverse order. So the first ones are ending here. So we'll start here, we'll go down to here, then we'll come back up around to here, and then finish there. Alright, let's grab 2 of those as well, and let's pop them into here, and that should give us some fairly decent consistency on that route. Alright, so we've got that up and running. We've got a road connection going to there. We have got a connection to the road here, but these guys hate us and no amount of trees is making them happy, so we're just going to hurt at them at the moment. What we can do though, so we've got the facilities, so we can come in here and we can come down and around here, and we've got a loop around there. So our pointless farm that we built last episode is just going to act as our turning around point, and we need to give Blackstone can have, I need 1, 2, 3, potentially 4 or 5. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right, so we can reclaim 5 more pieces of farmland, which we're going to have to do, wait for that oil train to flow through. Alright, we need to get that goods route set up as well, so let's pull that back there. Alright, pull that out one like so. Bring this up here, and then we can... we're on the wrong type of train. Here we go. Excuse me. And unelectrified, thank you. Alright, oh, that's why it doesn't like that. We need to get rid of the signal. Wonderful. And then pull this along here like so. We've already got a thing built there. Well, can you upgrade it to this? Thank you. Brilliant. Alright, so then we've got signal there, signal there. We're not going to put a signal in between because we don't want a train queuing through here. We're better off holding them here so that it's clear if somebody wants to turn around. We will pop a signal there and we will pop a signal there, so once they clear that. So what we will do now is we need to get a depot somewhere up along this line, and I think this is the spot to do it, so we're just going to pop it just behind here. That signal seems like it's in the wrong spot, and I don't think that depot's connected properly. Alright, let's just, there we go. Alright, so we'll pop the signal there, pop the signal there, and then let's get a passenger service up and running, which we need to use one of these because we are terminating at an end using a, they call it terminus station. So we have to have, to keep our realism alive, the train that can change directions, and we're just going to set up a nice simple route between those two to hopefully appease the gods and allow them to stop being so upset at us. So let's get that. So we've got passenger service between and Gareth. There we go. Alright, where's the there we go. Go down in history, that stupid place. Alright, so that's rocking and rolling. This boat, is this improving? What are we at? 153,000, 71%, okay. Oh, actually, also. Alright, so we need to get oh, look at this. Look at this. Alright, so we can get a dock. Bang. Oh, why are you guys upset? Why is everybody so annoying? What are you, appalled? Why are you appalled? I've done nothing but bring you great service. And all you want to do is be upset and you want some trees. Alright, let's give you some trees. Tree away. Oh, you're appalling still? Come on. Come on. Forget about it. I mean, look at this. You're just blasting them with trees and they're still like, nah, we don't like you. It's probably because this station rating is really bad. Oh no, it's good. That's good. Alright, well why are you upset then? Alright, let's focus on getting these two cranky pants happy. So how are we doing here? 340 passengers, 31 passengers, 31 passengers. Right, so let's get new vehicle, Hereford bus, buy vehicle, and let's go to the center of town, there and then there, and we want full load all cargo, no unloading, and let's go no loading and do the transfer. And this will be the, where are you, Garethon Park. Alright, Garthowren? Garthowren maybe. Garthowren Park feeder. There you are there. Ungrouped, that's what I want. There we go. And let's get 3 of those up and running. So we can improve our lot in life and improve our station rating. I just don't understand why you're so unhappy. You've got a growth tick of 39. Alright, we're gonna fund, no, where is it? Company statue, that will just instantly give a lift to our ratings, and we're just gonna bust out a large advertising campaign. We're just gonna do it. We're just gonna try and make them happy. So this one here, I do not have the ability to put extra stations in because they're so pissy at me, and no amount of trees seems to want to make them happy, and I refuse to bribe them. That's just not a thing I'm interested in doing. So hopefully this, yep, so that's gone down to 304 packs, 96%. That's great, outstanding. So this should start lifting. We're gonna have to circle back here for those boats, but that should start lifting. How's this one doing? 48%, mediocre. That's okay. What we will do to improve that one is, what will we do to improve that one? Has this station got much passengers? Not too bad. What about this one? 70. Alright, well, we're going to set up another little route here that's going to go just direct from here. Look at how busy this is. Alright, from here. Okay, let me just scratch that. Probably getting a little bit overexcited here. Yeah, they're just all coming at once. But that's picked up. Mediocre. Anyone? Alright. They're all just going at the same time. Alright, I'm just going to make you skip an order or two. And just kind of maybe unbunch these guys a little bit. So, yeah, there's only 7 passengers. Okay, so that's good. Let's go deal with these goods. So, where are we going to take these goods? I think profit last year was bad. Yeah, whatever, we don't care. It's a stupid passenger train trying to make people happy. Alright. I think the play is to come in here, and I don't want to do a terminus station because the end-to-end trains can't turn around. So we're going to have to try and get on this side of the city before it has any more growth ticks. Is it growing? It's not growing at the moment, so that is good. Alright, so I think logically, where is our turnaround? So we've got a turnaround this way, you've got a turnaround that way. We've got goods coming out of there, there'll be goods coming out of there. I think to keep this connected to the main network, because this is a bit of an offshoot, what I think we need to do is possibly, I think we come out here. This seems like the natural point to come out of. So we're going to move this signal up one and remove this before I confuse and upset everybody. And then we're going to continue this out. We will pop our one-way signal on there, and we're going to push this out. We'll just push it the whole way so we can find the right connection point. So I think that's somewhere there. We're going to behave. There we go. Somewhere there. There we go. Yep. So that's. Do we want to come? I think we want to come in one. So we want to come in one more. So there, I think. Yep. Alright, so we're going to come in there. And then what we're going to do is we're going to quickly bomb this road because we are allowed to destroy roads. And then before they get too poopy at me, let's bring in a nice station here. Like so. And then I think what we're going to do as well, because we know we really want to do goods on this area, is I think we're going to tack in an additional goods station on the end here. I think this one here. Goods low. Freight, yeah, goods station B. Let's go with that one. One of those, and we're going to pop that on the end there like so. Because this will also allow our footprint to push out a little bit. And we may be able to canal and maybe get up into here potentially at some point, but that doesn't look like that's going to happen anytime soon. Alright, so let's pop that there. Let's get rid of that. Right, so we've got our way in, and we need our little, there we go, and get out of my road. Alright, and then that can come back there, that can come back there, that can come back there. Happy days. And then let's do the same at the other end, if this thing could behave. Alright, pop that there. And then we'll bring that down, bring that out, bring that down, bring that out, bring that down, bring that down, bring that out. Alright, now we need to decide... Oh, hello. Alright, we've got options. So this has 50, which is not great, but there is a steel mill just here, which is probably prime for a road vehicle. But we do have some coal here that we could tap into as well, and potentially a second oil mine. Oh, and there's another coal plant over here. Oh, that one's about to shut down, so that's on the way out. Alright, oh, there's another one over here. What's this one doing? Not much. Alright. So, I think the play here is let's try and use that on a road vehicle station thingy. Alright, so where do we want to go with this? I think at the moment, oh, we could turn around. Okay. So we probably want some sort of turnaround here. And there's actually timber there as well. Not much, but there is timber there that we could start bringing back to our sawmill, which is not horrible. But what we could theoretically do is we probably want to swing around, come through here, come back around here and connect up to our network so that we can encompass some of this stuff. But we just need a turnaround, I think, here, because this will be a goods line. So I think what we'll do is we'll put a straight on through, and then we will come off. Let's give it enough space for a train. So let's come off here, and let's bridge over this lake with a nice stone bridge, and then we can come this way like so, and then we're going to follow, because that can shoot off there actually, so then this will follow. This will come this way, oh gosh, and we'll actually pick up that timber in a minute. But before we do that, let's just follow the natural flow of the lake, like so. And then I think we're going to just kind of bridge back over here. So let's just bridge. So let's come out of here. I really struggle with these straight connections for some reason. Alright, so let's bridge over here. What do we want as a bridge for here? I think we go the suspension. I think that's nice. And then let's cruise down this way, and let's do that. That's nice. Alright, so that then connects us back into our main network, and we do have a loop here, so they can just loop straight back around again. Alright, so let's get that signaled up. So we need a signal there. Fantastic. Put a signal at the start of the bridge, and let's just signal that bad boy up there, and let's signal that bad boy up there. And then we need, oh, we haven't thought this through. Alright, so we need to take this bridge out. Bombity bum. And we need to shorten that. Yeah, let's go concrete. I think concrete's, it's ugly. I know this is a waste of money, but I want it to be pretty. Let's go the girder. That's what we want. Alright, so we need to put that there. That way we can allow for a signal, because we don't want it to have to get across the whole thing before we free this block up. So, and we need signals at the end of each of these stations, so that will allow multiple trains to queue. And then we'll pop one there, and then one on the other side of this. Let's add an extra piece of track there and there. I think that's where we want to go. Yep. And let's go there, and let's go there, and I think that's good, and we'll be able to get a station in there in a minute. But first things first, let's get a goods train up and running. Goods train needs one of these. Here we go. No! I can see it! It's there! Oh, we're gonna miss it. Oh, that's frustrating. I was like, I hope I can get it in before the next lot of oil comes through, but I was not quite quick enough. I could hold the train. Is there a... I can't really. No, I can't really. I could stop it from loading, I guess. So I want you to go there, and then I want you to go there, and I want full load all cargo, no unloading, and then no loading, and unload if accepted, which it should be accepted. There's no reason it shouldn't be. Alright, so that's off and running. Now, the problem we got here as well is I do have 2 goods trains on this line, so I'm going to probably have to add a 3rd station just to ensure that this doesn't get overcrowded. So let's pop that there. Oh, it's broken down right before the station. I mean, okay, let's try and do this. So let's just wait for it to clear the junction, and before it can load, let's hit pause on it there, and then let's see if our goods train's stuck behind another broken down little coal train. But let's see if we can get our goods train in there, because if our goods train is sitting and loading before the goods turn up, I believe it will get loaded. I think if it even starts loading, it's going to miss out. So let's move that signal back there. Let's get rid of that signal there. Let's bring that piece into that junction there, and let's give it its own light out there. Alright, here we go. Here comes our goods train. So we've freed up enough room for it to pick a lane. Let's get it to stop and start loading. Alright, let's release this. So this should load it. I think we've done it. Yes! Okay. Alright, that was worth the mucking about. Alright, so that gives... Yeah, so I can now have 2 goods trains. Oh wait, I've only got 1 goods train here at the moment, because the other one's going to the timber forest, isn't it? Yeah, that's right. I'll go extra capacity. I'm happy, not unhappy with that at all. Alright, now that we've got this connected up as well, they're probably mad at us. Appalling, of course it is. Alright, so they're not going to allow us to build any stations whatsoever, which is really irritating, because I really just want to... Alright, let's go back up here while that's going on. Are they happier with us yet? Poor. Alright, poor means we can build something. Poor means that we can pop in what we wanted to pop in before. So let's just get rid of the trees, get rid of the signs, because there was... Yeah, here it is. Alright, so that means we can pop this dock here, which is perfect. And we can pop another dock on... Oh my gosh! Are you kidding me? Oh my gosh, why won't you let me put this in? It's poor, it's poor, it's not bad. Garathan refuses to allow this. Why do you refuse to allow this? Okay. You probably don't want me to destroy your road. That's fine. That's fine. And then we're going to pop one here. Fantastic. And will you let me build one yet? Or are you being a pissant? You're being a pissant still. Very poor. Well, that's better than horrible. Alright, so we've got that in. We'll get a shipping... Oh, that's perfect. We'll pop that in there. And then let's get new ship. We want a passenger ship. Now, there was a ferry in here. Most of these are pretty rubbish, I think. But there was one in here that moved pretty quickly. So that was 32. Is there like sort by speed? Sort by maximum speed. Here we go. Right, so this cruises at 112, 400 packs, but it's quite expensive. Very expensive. Right, so these are 60 cost. What's their running cost? 6. Oh, that's not too bad. 6 grand, 15 grand, 6 grand, 2 grand. All right, I think this is the one. So it's only 20 grand up front. It's only 3 grand a year in terms of maintenance, and it can hit 72 kilometers. So these can go a bit faster at 112, but we're only trying to get from here to here. Also, this thing here, all the other ones now fade off quite quickly. So these are only hitting top speed in a canal over of 33 and ocean of 48. So this is nearly double those other ones, and it is half the, less than half the ongoing cost of these, and not much slower. So I think the play is to get these, and we're going to send those between those 2 docks. Alright, so whilst that's going on, let's just get in here, and we've got the goods train that is going to Black Point. Alright, so GDS, Black Point. Okay, so that is our goods train to Black Point. $17, okay, so that's not bad. That is bad, but that's alright. So we should start seeing some shipping income now, I hope. I mean, our aircraft income is solid. I'm happy with that. Our overall income has dropped off over the last year. I don't understand how that's happened, but whatever. We'll get into that in a minute. Let me just check our road vehicles. Everybody's got their own little thing going on there. And let's grab into here. So let's go. So we've got, what are you? What are you? Gareth and, okay, so Gareth and Park. So oil, so this is, we're going with Garathan, right? Garathan, yeah. Garathan? Nah, Garathan. Park. Alright, so that's that one. So who are you? Ship 2 and ship 3 goes in there, which means the other ship over here, where are you? Where are you there? Oh, Blackstone Oil. That does not sound sussed at all. Who wants to put shares into Blackstone Oil? Throw the comments below if you want to be investing in Blackstone Oil, because look, I don't know about you, but it sounds like a solid investment. All right, so this is then passenger from Gar to Malongalo. Righty-ho. Right, there we go. So I just want to have a quick look. Now that we've grouped these, let's just have a look. So Blackstone Oil has lost $1,600. And ironically, Garathon is actually turning a profit with 2 ships drawing oil down. So that is crazy. Let's just have a look. Just see if the two... Oh my goodness, new things everywhere. So let me just have a look. It's really annoying to try and click on this when you're trying to get... Alright. So 66% transported, 56,000 litres. And this has got... Give me the bit that... There we go. 144,000 litres. Alright. So I think we might need to... Oh my gosh, did we miss a steamy? Go to the... Where are you? How did we miss you? My goodness, go home. You need to get upgraded. I thought we did the Steam Revolution last episode, but apparently we didn't quite get them all. And look at how this is shaping up. This is fantastic. So we are going to be able to stick another passenger station in here, and we can just shoot that literally anywhere, which is going to be great, because we might use that. Yeah, we might actually do a terminus station here and fly straight up to Khan Coburn and just get really rocking and rolling on that run. Alright, where is this train? Go home. Thank you. Wait for it to pull in, get the new vehicle thing ready. I cannot believe we're running... How old are you? When were you built? So you were 19 years old on a 20... Oh my gosh. This thing was probably causing so many issues on my network with breakdowns. It is crazy. Alright, that's up and running now. So let's just do a check of trains. Any steam trains left? No, we've got them all now. That was the last one. Good. Rip steam. See you later. Alright, back up here. Let's see how these are going. No passengers there. 13 passengers there. So our ferry's doing quite well. Do you hate us less yet? No, you still hate us. Alright, well, while you're hating on us, we are going to go and get a station in here. Alright, so let's go. Doing quite well, considering that we don't even have electrified rail yet, and we're dealing with much slower trains. We are doing quite well indeed. So, this is going to connect to our existing network, but this will be the first rail network on our network that isn't directly connected, because it's really an adjacent run, so it's actually not directly connected. So we're effectively getting like a new line. So this is like, call this the red line or whatever. We are effectively getting a new line in our thing. Oh my goodness, is that like a decommissioned... Oh, that is so... I've never seen that before. That's like a failing power plant that's just been half decommissioned. I wonder if that'll disappear. If I just caught that like mid and... Oh, hang on, is it being constructed? Oh my goodness, it's a new power plant. New power plant has spawned. They're like, give me some coal, baby. Alright, that's exciting. Alright, so let's get the new line up and running. Oh, I just kind of want to... I want to connect it just so it can be connected. Alright, so what if I do this? What if I get this open again, move that out of the way so I can see, and set this to only one platform long and pop it there, then get my remove tool, and I could remove that there, and then I could get rid of the signal there. Yeah, so I can move the signal, just make bridges see-through. So I could put the signal there, I could remove that signal there, and then it's connected, and I can have a signal there, and I could bring that in there. Oh my goodness. Okay. I know I didn't need to do that, but it just feels way cooler that I have done that. And then theoretically as well, what I can do, this is amazing. Alright, so what I can do as well is I can bring that out and I can drag that down like that. And now I'm going to have a queue there, and that's fine. I don't mind. They can just back up through there. Let's put another one there too. But now I can theoretically use this station on the existing line, and it kind of janks out. So I could have a train that's got a locomotive at both ends come in from here and actually go out that way, which would be really, really cool. So we are going to head out now. And I think what we're going to do is run a dual line, and I think we're going to try and, so we want to kind of come, yeah, along here, along this river. So we're just going to come out a bit, and then I think come up here, I think is where we want to be. Look at that. Oh, one more. Alright, so come a couple more. I can't see. There we go. Trees, get out of my road. Nobody likes you, you cost me a fortune. Alright, so look, I am going to go there, and I'm just going to build a bridge. And then I'm going to bring this along here. Now, I'm not going to go ultra wide. I'm going to keep these close together, and if I need to duplicate them, I'll duplicate outside because they're not running near any cities. So I shouldn't have any issues with these lines getting overbuilt. Alright, so let's just, we can run the duplicate line. Oh, look at that, we're dodging the farmlands. Fantastic, I love a good dodge. Alright, we've got to work out how we're going to get winging in there. Alright, this can be a terminus station, but I think I also want to have the ability to go through as well. So I might try and come in here, but then have a couple of the stations be terminating ones and a couple go through, because I also want to connect this to this greater network of towns and villages. So if I come straight up here, so I need to come over, I think, 2. And that is, yep, so that's where I want to be. Alright, and then that comes and follows the same path up here and up here. And then what we're going to do is we're going to get a massive, biggest station we built. So 4 tracks, 6 this way, and we're going to pop that. I'll have to pay for that land as well. So let's pop that. What am I going to do? What am I going to do? What am I going to do? It really needs to be there. It's just going to have to be there. Alright, pop that there. I'll pay for, what do I have to pay them for? 4 farmlands. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then let's just fix this up. So come down here, that joins to that one, and that joins to that one. And then let's get rid of that. Yeah, I could use that for, I can't use that for goods because those trains have issues. Alright, so then I'm going to have to pay them for a bunch more land, because I want to make sure I don't get overbuilt. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I think 12 will do for now. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Alright, then I can pay again. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And I can just buy those. I probably am going to get overbuilt there, but I should be able to get that done beforehand. Alright, so I'll be able to get something up and running here now. I think, how many, oh, that's about to shut down, so I'm not even bothering with that. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick on the line here, on the line. Just probably here. Let's get a terminal there, and let's get one there. And then what we're going to do as well is, just to make this a little bit more efficient, is if they're coming from this way and for whatever reason they want to use this one, I just want them to be able to go in there, and then they can come out of there and go there, and vice versa. If they're coming from this way and they want to use this one, I want them to be able to go in there and go out there. And then what we're going to do is just pop the one ways on here, so they can, in this junction, they can jump around. They can't bounce from thing to thing. We don't want them to do that nonsense, but they can jump around. So then we're going to pop that up there like so, pop that up there like so. Let's just remove that redundant signal there. And then same as well is we're going to pop, oh, that's the wrong way, that way. Oh my goodness. Alright, let's get rid of that one, and that one, and then just pop that in there. And then we'll run that down that way. Fantastic. Alright. So this is going to be our way out. This will be our way in. Let's make sure we don't queue through the intersection. Okay, I'm pretty happy with that. And then I just need to do this section up here. So what we're going to do here is, because this is going to be a through, is we need to have an extra length on there, and we'll also just add this because that will become a thing as well. So each of those needs a piece, and then we'll come down from here. So this is what we're going to do. So this will be our way in. This will be the through line for dodging the stations if they want to dodge it. And what we're actually going to do, I think, is let's remove that signal and let's put one of these signals where they can come from behind, so that they can use that block in both directions. And then these are only going to be used from this direction, so we'll pop that signal on there, and at the moment these will as well, so we'll pop that on there. But we'll then go back to the one way and pop that there. So what we'll be able to do is they'll be able to come in here and use here and use here and terminate, and then we're just going to connect this up like so, so they can come back onto the main line. So they can come into any one of these 4 stations, and they can also come back out of any of those 4 stations. But if they need to go through, they'll be able to use these 2, go into the broader network, and when they come back, they'll be able to come back through and jump back on the main line, which is fantastic. So let's pop that in there like so. Alright, and let's just turn invisible off on everything so we can see again. There we go. Alright, so we're going to grab a terminus one, because this is going to go bi-directional, and let's load that up. I think what we're going to do with this one is we're going to go 2 full passenger cars, and then I think we will get a dedicated mail car running between these 2, because this is going to get quite busy, I reckon. So let's clone that train, and then let's grab another train, and let's refit, where's that one? Refit that one for mail. So let's refit that one for mail, and then let's grab plenty of mail carts for a couple more. Yep, so that's 5 and 6. Alright, and then let's send that same thing, but what we'll do is we'll do this one in the opposite order. And because we've got the bi-directional stations, it will just be able to go straight out onto the line that goes that way. It doesn't have to do a full loop to get there. Right, so let's get all that up and running. I think we just got our first electric locomotive to become available. I don't know if we want to invest in electrifying our network with 6 years left in the challenge. I'm not sure if we'll get the return on investment. Right, so let's go into trains, and we just did a passenger service from Ayton to, where are we going? Khan Kaban. Alright, Ayton to Khan Kaban, so that is that one there, and it is that one there, and then we also did mail from Ayton to Khan Kaban. Alright, so Eton to Barn Mail. Right, everybody's celebrating. I am the best. Yes. Cool. Yokohama Tanker, Hammerhead Ferry. Ooh, 64,000. That's too slow. 1,000 passengers. Holy smokes, that's a lot of passengers. Alright. Who are we checking on hating us? We got to check on Black Point. Do they still hate us? Yes, they still hate us. We still hate you. No ratings. We're giving you goods. Why are you so mad? Why are you so mad, bro? I really don't have to pay $1,000 to give you trees. It's becoming a joke at this point. Have you seen what Hurt has done? They get all cranky at us. We build one thing and then they're cranky again. Speaking of which, how is Hurt doing? Alright, are you broken down? Alright, where are you? Go service. Yep, turn back around. Turn back around. Alright, let's delete you and build you, and you should have collected the orders. Great. Sweet, we've just upgraded a bus. Didn't have to think about it. Alrighty. Alright, do you still hate us? Poor! Hey, that's what we want. Poor is good. Poor means that we can build this. Hooray! Alright, then we need another... Oh, I've got one here. Oh, we're going to put another one in. We'll put another one in this little bay here because it looks nice. And then we are going to get a new ship. Where was that good passenger ship that we had? Tiger Shark. Alright, and we're going to send you... Oh my gosh, there's too many things on the screen. Here and here. Did I get the other one? Where is it? No, it's here. Where is it? Where are you? There you are. Alright, off you go. Actually, we'll clone the ship and we'll just make this one do it in the opposite order and send them both on their merry way because that's a bit of a longer journey than the other one. Someone's getting old. I missed that one. Alright, and then I need to go into ungrouped vehicles here, and this is Garethans. This is passenger Garethowen to alright, and you can both go into, it's gonna be that one there. Yep. Alright, you're getting old, you're getting go home. Alright, you're getting old, go home. I wish you could automate this. It's supposed to, I thought there was an option that did automate this, but I think when they're this old they end up not working properly for some reason. Alright, so let's go. You're old as heck. Let's get a new one in. Thank you. You picked up the orders. You did. Great job. On your bike. Good job. Alright, you're up as well. Let's get you another one as well. And on your bike. Wonderful. Alright, so slowly we're going to get those buses upgraded as it props down the bottom and annoys us. Poor. Well, at least we maintained our poor rating. And I think what we're going to do actually, let's get a statue of ourselves in this one to lift our rating. Let's get a statue of our... We've already got a statue I'm going with. Okay, great. Right, how are we doing in Malongolo Valley? 15 packs. And this should have none because it just came by. And how's our rating looking? Outstanding. Oh, I want to move my capital here just because you're so lovely. You can have a statue and I'm just going to fund some new buildings for you because I'm a top bloke. Everybody getting upset at me and you're just loving me. Outstanding, they said. Great job. Alright, who's getting old now? Where are you? Come here. Alright, go home. New road vehicle now available. Fantastic. Alright. So these guys still hate us. Appalling. Right. I think this is our next big boom town. So I think it's worthwhile just spamming trees. Look at the money. Look at the money. Right. Do you still hate us? Site unsuitable. Alright, you're waiting in the depot, go away, and new vehicle, and on your bike. Alright. How much do you hate us? Mediocre, alright. Love that. That's even better than poor. Alright, so let's... Man, you got a janky ass network. Who does this? Look at this nonsense. Alright, we're going to put a bus station here. Before anything else happens, we'll also get one in... here, one in here. And then we've got to figure out a way to build a loop for these idiots. Because they've just... Who does this? What is this? Alright, so I think what we're going to do is we're actually going to build... I need to see no trees. We're going to build a bridge across the bay here. Like so. And then we will connect said bridge up to existing road network like this. And this will create a loop that our buses will be able to utilize. Go home. And if we make this loop a one-way loop, which will be hard because I don't think you can make a bridge one-way. I think that is that the thing that happens? Do you make one-way bridges? No, bridges are not one-way. That was a very expensive exercise. You guys can thank me later for the money I wasted to answer that question. But what we can do, I think, because we're not going to be able to touch this, this is the town, but we will be able to make this one way. So that should then drive that functionality. Yeah, so you must demolish bridge first, and you can't do it there. So that should force the one way to happen. And then if we clean up this edge here, yeah, they're not going to let me do that, of course not. Alright, hopefully that fixes the problem. I need to get in actually one of these. So we can pop that in there, pop that on there like so. Go back home. And then what we can do is grab buy vehicle, and we want you to go, so if they go there, so we want you to go here, 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 and on you go, on your loop. And where are we? Black Point. Alright, so buzz, Black Point. Sure, we'll have an exclusive truck that no one else is going to buy anyway. Alright, Black Point, buzz. You're in the... Who's getting old? Are you getting old? 52, go to the depot. Where's other mate that went to the depot? Yeah. Right. No, he's gone. Why are you gone? Are you old? Yeah, go... Excuse me. Go to the depot. These ignorant vehicles... Oh my goodness. Alright, go to the depot. Right, you're in the depot. Great. Let's get rid of you. Bringing you in. Right, you're off. That one's solved. Who's next? Alright, we're trying to deal with you. 54 is getting old. Go to the depot. Alright, someone's in the depot. Is someone in the depot? Alright, so we've got one in the depot here. Alright, new vehicle. Buy vehicle. Pick up the orders. Yes, you did. Great job. Alright, you go. You are old. New vehicle. It's this one here. Buy vehicle. And off you go. Goodness me, there's so much happening right now. Alright, where are you? Alright, you're on this one as well. New vehicle. Off you go. Great. That's that one there. 53 is broken down. Broken down right outside the depot. Oh my goodness. Alright, so 53, you're done. New vehicle, off you go. Alright, so that's improved some of the vehicles. Alright, oh my goodness. Okay, this has just popped off like literally straight away. Alright, so let's clone this many times. And what we need to do is on a couple of these, do it in the other order. So we want to go Black Point Central, then Black Point, then Black Point Woods. Yep, so what bus are you? 64. So let's just get rid of that one. And then let's just clone you a couple of times. And then off you go. Order and you failed. Vehicle not available. Okay, yeah, see, this is what happens. So, oh my gosh. You get the auto renewing fail because it's a new vehicle type and it's just not smart enough to go, that vehicle's not available, we'll give you the next best one. Alright, so the feeders money's dropping off, but that's okay, we can probably dump those feeders now. Alright, so that's up and running, and firstly they should be getting happier with us soon. More importantly, we've got a 53-day growth tick. I mean, just so you can see how crazy and overpowered this is. So here's Brisbane that we haven't looked at for a while. It's now smashing 34,000 people. Growth tick every 3 days. Ayton is now 33,000 as well. Growth tick every 3 days. So these two are popping off. It is crazy. Alright. So we've got that in. Are we making ship income? We are making ship income. Alright, so we'll end this episode here. We've basically got 5 years left to do the final push. Let's pause the game. Actually, let's save the game. Darkside Incorporated. Let's save that game there. Yes, rightio. Alright, so we basically have 5 years left. Where are we at? So, to clean up bronze, we need 120,000 in ship revenue, 1.2 in month. We have cracked the 1.2, so we can tick off 1.2 in revenue, and then all we need is to complete 120,000 in ship revenue, and we'll have completed the bronze in the silver time frame. I'm not sure that we're going to get much more in the silver. We'll probably get the $10 million. Our company value is sitting at 9.8, and we're chasing 10. So we'll get that. We're not going to get close to that. We might pick up the train revenue one. Train revenue is currently sitting at... Oh, hang on. So we're at actually 1.6. So our train revenue is at 1.2. So we've got that now. Wow. So we've picked up that. And we're actually sitting at 1.6. So we're more than halfway. That's promising. Town size we might be able to do as well. So have we got 10 towns over 5,000 yet? Let's have a look. Population, sort by size. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we've got 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I don't think we're going to get that because we're too far off. But we are now in all of the biggest cities except for senior. So that is crazy. And obviously you can see we're improving. Where's our mate? There it is down there. So you can see we're improving. We could really put Bundabar in overdrive. They're happy with us. I think we need to get some buses going there and just absolutely pump the growth. I don't think we're going to get enough growth in 5 years to get us to that target. But we've had a good run at this. I don't know if I've made this challenge too hard. I think next episode will be the last episode for this little challenge. Feel free to try it. Maybe we can tweak it, make it more achievable. But I am having a lot of fun chasing these goals. And more than that, I'm just really stoked with this network, how complicated it is, but then at the same time, how insanely ingenious it is that you could just build a train here and literally anywhere on this network, you can pick 2 random positions and somehow the train will find a way. You don't have to think about it. It's just all connected. It all works. All the loops work. There's turnarounds, and you could just pick any 2 points on this network, and you know the train is going to be able to get from A to B, which I think is really, really cool. Anyway, if you've enjoyed this, don't forget to like and subscribe. Probably next time I'm on leave, I'll do some other kind of stupid thing, hopefully. And really appreciate everybody that's been liking these and commenting these. Obviously, I've filmed this ahead of time, but I will do my best to be engaging with you guys in the comment section. Appreciate your support, and I'll see you in the next one.